Sorry about that. Had to deal with someone at the door. So, the cards are more of a call to action than talking about instances in your life, like events in your life. They are advice, a call to action. Everything here sounds like it's written in imperative. So, I really do like that because um, it does give clear direction at the end of reading, so it does complement almost every other deck that deals with events. And it has to be said that if you look at the color of the deck, it does complement decks like the Starchild Oracle, Starchild Tarot, sorry. It does complement decks like those, which I really enjoy if you use it together. And it's so beautiful how it just doesn't gleam like a lot of decks, so it is a very photogenic deck as well. You won't have to deal with all the reflections if you're taking photos of it. New perspective, underlying pattern, childlike play. You are stardust. Ascending spirit. Cultivate compassion. A lot of flower imagery here, and not your traditional flower life. This one has more like 8 petals. Projecting oneself. So I love that she does deal with a lot of expanding from a single point, and you expand the energy outwards into the world, like the spiritual connection card as well. Elevate your mind. See the reversal of the purple and blue. Very useful when you read the energies. Embrace the change. Lovely. So this looks almost like a sunrise or a sunset, but I am going to go with rise since it goes upwards. So a change is coming. Growing community. Love it. Transcend the limits. Love your true self. What a beautiful message. Stay the course. Beautiful message as well. It's not often that you see a message like that in an oracle deck. Miracle of life. From the infinite comes life, and this is of course again the Vesica Pisces, so that's a womb, so miracle of life, and take the next step. Isn't that lovely? Right, so I'm generally not a fan of sigil decks where the entire deck is just filled with sigils, but this is one of the pioneers of the idea. I think back in the day we didn't really have that many. Of course, this kind of design is everywhere now. You've got all the other decks which are simply just black or white backgrounds with a symbol on it. But this was one of the decks that came first. So I haven't bought much of the new ones, apart from perhaps the Golden Thread of Fate. Thread of Fate, sorry. And you've also got the, decks like the Golden Thread Tarot and things like that. So you can consider getting this because of how much more detail there is on the sigils instead of I'm sorry, let me just rephrase that. You can consider this because of the details on the sigils. And of course, the fact that this is one of the original decks that came up with the idea. She is one of the pioneers of the idea. Um, Also because she does incorporate other things into the deck in terms of color, in terms of background imagery. So I found this deck very easy to work with. So I will do, of course, a customary well, general reading, I suppose. So I am going to be meeting some new people. So I am thinking of one of them in particular, and we'll see if how we can, what's going to come of it, and any advice for me from the deck. Right, it is such a pleasure to shuffle with. Inspire yourself. The deck is just so smooth and velvety to shuffle with. Inner resources. Okay. Oh. Right. This one. Let's see if the deck has any more cards it wants to show. Okay. So let's see what we've got. We've got inspire yourself, inner resources. So that does make sense. Inspire yourself with the resources that you've already got inside. Soul connection. So that is quite clear that this is probably going to be someone who is going to help in, we can help each other grow, we can connect at the soul level. The goddess within, so I am of course working a lot with the divine feminine, and she is as well, I suppose. Well, not really, but I will be sharing a lot about it with her. Unfolding lessons. It doesn't show anymore. Unfolding lesson, and we've got miracle of life. So something new is coming out, and challenge yourself. So that is quite an optimistic reading. It will be a bit of a challenge, but I'm always up for a challenge. So unfolding lessons. So it is of course a venture where I will be guiding more and more people who come to me. So guiding unfolding lesson does sound quite apt, and of course miracle of life, creating something new. What I like to do with my modality or my practice is always having something new to show for it, because of the flow. So what I do is universal flow, where I tune into the ever-changing, ever-flowing energy of the universe, and of course that is always evolving. It doesn't stay stagnant in any way. So I do really enjoy this venture that I've been undertaking. And matching vibration. I seem to be called to draw 3 more cards. Is that the one? Yes. Intentional legacy. Oh, this is becoming. Yeah, this was not the spread I was expecting. And spiritual truth. Right. So quite a cohesive reading, and you can see how beautiful this looks. So yeah, I strongly do recommend the deck. Oh yes, I don't think I've shown the back of the deck yet. So this is the back of the deck. Gorgeous. Right, so I do strongly recommend this deck. I think it is a perfect complement to almost every deck that I have, so which is saying something, because I've got such a wide variety of decks. yes, so do check out her website, and you can read more about her thought process when she was creating the deck. You can read more about her, Joe Klima, I mean, and I will of course link my friend's shop. It's an e-shop below as well, and you can check that out. You can check out all her products list. Ugh. And if you are in the region, shipping might actually be a lot cheaper on her end compared to the original shops. And of course, she does get the original. All her stock are from the original creators, so you will be getting the original text just with cheaper shipping. And that is all. Do check out my Instagram and my Facebook. I have recently listed a list of services on Facebook, and I have advertised for them on Instagram as well. And I am also selling crystals on Instagram because I felt like I should share some of these awakened crystals with the world. And yeah, oh, so beautiful. And that is all. So thank you for watching. Sorry for about the slight disturbance in the middle of the video. And have a great day ahead. This is Singy from the Sanctum of the Soul, and thank you so much for watching and your continued support. See you!